For USC, Juju Watkins, Kaya Padilla, Mackenzie Forbes, and Caitlin Davis, all three from the Ivy League.
Juju Watkins is making history in her freshman season at USC, putting up jaw-dropping numbers and naturally drawing comparisons to the iconic Caitlin Clark.
Once a game, she was named to the Wooden Award late season top 20. She needs some empty space on the shelf too. Rolling to the basket, easy.
But is she truly on pace to shatter records? Or did Notre Dame just expose a major flaw in her game? With USC's winning streak snapped, we're breaking down what this means for Watkins going forward.
Juju's face telling the story and being carried off the court.
Does this setback highlight a challenge she needs to overcome? Or is it just a stepping stone to even greater dominance? One thing is certain, the future of women's college basketball has never been more electrifying. It's been 30 years since USC has had a player generate this level of hype. And all you have to do is check Juju Watkins' rankings among the top women's basketball players this season.
Juju Watkins with USC Women's Basketball, and this is Shoot Your Shot.
What player do you model your game after?
Candace Parker.
When you aren't playing basketball, what's your favorite thing to do?
Shop.
Where do you like to shop?
Probably Melrose.
What has been the best thing about USC so far?
Building a legacy isn't just about the hype. It's about making history. And for Juju Watkins, that means chasing Caitlin Clark's all-time NCAA scoring record. That level of expectation highlights a talent that could one day propel the sophomore guard past Caitlin Clark as the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, across both men's and women's college basketball. But that momentum came to a screeching halt when USC clashed with number 5 Notre Dame.
I just think this is a learning experience for the whole team. So much to learn as far as chemistry and everything. So I think for me, the biggest thing is just staying poised and under control the whole game. Wasn't the prettiest for me. So just continuing to, lock in.
Juju, what do you think the defense did to kind of make you guys uncomfortable there to start?
The Fighting Irish didn't just hand USC their first loss. They may have also exposed a key weakness in Juju Watkins' game.
But what I've really been impressed by is how her team has rallied around this moment.
That's what I was thinking because, as we pivot forward, think about all the times that Juju has come through for the team with a big play or a big shot or a big moment or a big performance, right? 20-piece, 30-piece. This is now her teammates' chance to come through for Juju, to make a big play after play, pull together and rally for Juju. And
Notre Dame head coach Niela Ivey credited her team's relentless defense for the win. She explained that they adjusted their ball screen coverage and locked in on Watkins in transition, effectively limiting her impact.
I'd like to say I am so proud of my team. I'm so proud of them. This was obviously a huge matchup. I thought it was great for women's basketball in general. Lindsay and I spoke about this a year ago, just saying how incredible this matchup would be. We're trying to help grow the game. Hopefully the viewership was great. The crowd was great. So just a moment that we're really appreciative to be a part of. But this group, they're special. I'm so grateful to be able to lead them and just really proud of the way that
we tried a couple of different things that worked, Ivy said. She also praised her guards, Sonia Citron and Cassandra Prosper, for taking turns defending Watkins, using their size and versatility to keep her off balance. As a result, the USC sophomore struggled to find her rhythm. Coach Ivy's breakdown made one thing clear. Watkins' biggest challenge might be how well opponents can disrupt her flow with physical defense and size mismatches.
Player on this team, I thought everybody gave us a lot of great energy, really smart, great defense, but these two really led us. Sony had the tall task of guarding one of the best players in women's basketball with Juju. Thought she did a great job early on, just showing bodies, trying to deny her for the entire game and just, following the game plan. But, everybody knows Sony for her offense, but now you guys know Sony, how great of a defender that she is. So unselfish. I knew that she was going to take that task and just super proud of her. And then
that strategy proved highly effective, especially with Sonia Citron assigned to guard Watkins. She stuck to the Trojans' star like glue from the opening tip, making every shot a challenge and disrupting her scoring rhythm.
Player, big time stage. Not at all shocked by what she did today. From the beginning, I told my team she guarded everybody on the court one time. Just so feisty, so energetic. It's contagious for our group, so unselfish, and it's a fun game, but also it's amazing for me to see the growth of this group and this team. And again, like I said, I love them so much, and I'm so proud, so grateful. All glory to God. This is a moment, and we're going to enjoy it and then move on next.
But we have to give credit to Juju Watkins for not giving up. She continued to fight through the tough defense, showing resilience and determination throughout the game. Despite a slow start, with just 5 points in the first half, Watkins bounced back in the second half, finishing with 24 points. However, it wasn't enough, as Notre Dame sealed the victory with a 74-61 win. Even in the midst of USC's tough loss, the buzz surrounding their guard was undeniable. Her performance, despite the setback, kept the spotlight firmly on her potential and future impact.
She's loved by all of us. Juju is raising and lifting our game up with how she plays, with cornering the market when it comes to NIL deals. She's a business herself, and to see part of that not be a part of our NCAA tournament, something's missing. There's a big void. And
did Notre Dame expose Juju Watkins' Achilles heel, or was it just an off day? The answer could shape the narrative around one of basketball's brightest young stars moving forward. While some argue it's too early to make a judgment, given Notre Dame's exceptional defense, others believe Watkins needs to make improvements to overcome similar challenges in the future.
Game tonight, the first time USC has taken down a #1 overall ranked opponent since 1983. What did it take tonight?
It took everything. I think, it's been a rough couple weeks for me, and to be able to kind of snap back into it and get into my rhythm here in Galen versus UCLA.
Even though the team lost, there was an undeniable energy around this USC squad. As much as this loss stings, there's no doubt that Juju Watkins will come back even stronger.
Juju was allowed to come out in the draft. Fever they will regret that they took Caitlin Clark #1. Caitlin is great. Yeah. She's not Juju. If they match up in a tournament, 1,000% Juju's going to pick her up full court.
You look at the way she's built, and you look at the way Caitlin Clark is built. She can take contact. She can play through contact. She has an adult body as a 18-year-old.
She's super athletic. She will pick her up full court. They're going to have to set a whole bunch of screens to get Juju off her. And if she ever tries to guard Juju...
She's already one of the most talented players in the game. And with 2 more years to hone her skills before heading to the pros, we're sure to see even more growth from her. However, as is often the case in sports, the comparisons to other greats have already started, specifically to Caitlin Clark.
There's a lot of players in the country playing Division I basketball. Nobody scored more points in one game this year than you.
That's crazy. Yeah. More to come.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark who?
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Much respect.
On social media, debates are starting to brew, pitting Juju Watkins against Caitlin Clark. While Watkins is dominating college basketball, she still lacks the one thing that made Caitlin Clark a superstar and a true nemesis: her unmatched ability to take over games in the clutch and deliver when it matters most. No matter what you do, guarding Caitlin Clark remains the same. You're always at a disadvantage. The Iowa legend does most of her damage from behind the three-point arc and, at times, famously from the logo at midcourt, making her a constant threat from anywhere on the floor.
Ellie Gazzardo, the head coach. Her team rallied twice in the Southland Conference tournament for wins, and that went dead on. Right on.